to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it, so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it, and so hard to get it.
Yeah. Ho, ho, ho. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the final auction session, I believe, in Harcourts in New Zealand for the week, for the year. And no, it's a pleasure to be here. Welcome on behalf of both Harcourts Four Seasons and Harcourts Vision to our final session of the year here at the Rusty Golf Club. I think often I'd prefer to be outside on the golf course, but I'm not so sure today. It's a nice warm one, isn't it? But we've got 3 properties to get sold for you. In each and every case, we'd like to thank our owners, our vendors. For some, it's been a relatively long tenure. For others, a significantly long tenure. So we appreciate it very, very much. Thanks for entrusting the Harcourts company you chose, Four Seasons and Vision. We're the good guys, is what I say. Down to earth and here for the people. Welcome to our Harcourts colleagues who have joined us to help in the bidding. I'll just quickly introduce the team. We've got James, Greg and Deb, who are our business owner representatives today. Rachel, the very capable Rachel Ashton. Look, she's looked after us all year impeccably. She has all the documentation ready to go. She's here on auction day. There's nothing she can't do. So, Rach, thanks very much for another good year. Jeremy has been handing over the baton to Jess Gold, who's doing the technology. We're streaming on the interweb today, so that's good. harcourtsauctions.co.nz, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremy. We're going to go through the rules of auction, very important, our procedures, how we operate. For some of you, the Johnsons have been to a couple of auctions, maybe even you, Amanda, but for some of you, it may be your first experience in the auction room, so it's very important that you just run with me as we go through this. I'll translate the legalese, but you know the confidential reserve prices have been struck. This is important, Eddie. The reserves are in. I've got those. They're confidential. The job of you and the bidders is to bid to those reserves, and if necessary, go past that reserve, but prevail as the highest bidder in order to win the auction. We don't always reach the reserve in the initial bidding. It is no cause to panic. All we do, we keep the auction alive and open, but we do pause, and I'll have a conversation with the highest bidder in private in the main lounge out here. We'll find a gap between the golfers, and I'll sit in and offer you the chance to become the buyer, and I think you should be excited about that, because auction is the best place and time to buy, because if properties don't sell, over to the third stage we go, and then we invite people who may have conditions with their interests. So that'll be more complex for you. It'll be busier over in that stage, so make sure you do your best today. Sometimes if you're not the highest bidder and you're thinking I might have another go, you may be disappointed, because sometimes during that negotiation or discussion, it may be that the vendors say to me, Mark, you go back to your little rostrum and announce to people that the property's been withdrawn from the auction floor and sold outside the room. Oh dear, you don't get another chance. So a good incentive to be the highest bidder at all times. Now, another one that I need to explain to you is vendor bidding. The owners have given me the permission to place bids on their behalf only at levels that are well below the reserve in order to perhaps start or keep the auction going. If I'm placing a vendor bid, I make it very clear and bid against a vendor bid with confidence, knowing you've got work to do to get into that selling zone. If the team from Harcourts are bidding, Chantel, I hope you're going to be in that category. I always identify our Harcourts licensed colleagues who are doing that for buyers. I think we've got a phone bidding authority coming through just at the moment as well. I can suggest the size of the bids. I place no limits on you. Good luck for your bidding strategy. Don't be too cheeky though, because the auctioneer can refuse those bids. Not that I like doing that, would also always do so respectfully if it's not in the interest of the auction. The final thing I'll tell you, boom, yes, that's the noise we want to hear. If it falls in your favour, congratulations. We'll give you a polite round of applause. But before you go and celebrate, we'll have you just formalise the sale with your signature on the agreement. And we're just going to need a deposit today, which will be 10% of the purchase price. So that's all you need to know. Thanks for signing the purchaser acknowledgement form before we get underway, just stating your eligibility to buy real estate in New Zealand. The number one marble, Ferg Spain. I used to think he was a good guy until he stole my auctioneer's car park today in that good shaded spot. But no, Ferg's working from the Rolleston office, and it's a heck of a year, Ferg. Good on you. A significant day for your sellers, the Humes. They've been here for 23 years. They've loved the home. It's been great to them, but they pass over with a lot of goodwill today to the next lucky person at 325 Currers Road in Rolleston. What a spot it is. It's a good size too. It's 4.15 hectares, which is just over that 10 acres. It's a sumptuous block with the dual access from Newton's Road as well, and a number or numerous outbuildings, the working stables, the cottage and the main home, of course. It is Lot 3, Deposit Plan 82703, all contained and described in Certificate of Title 47D367 in the Canterbury Land Registry. That's the legal description. No change to chattels. The 16th of January is the date you take possession. You'll have some stuff to clean out when you move in, but just get into it. That's what you're bidding on that basis today. And also clause 27, just around the disclosure of the Selwyn District Council email, which Ferg has made all of you aware of, and you bid on that basis. Well, I just think it's a great chance to get into $1 Million Alley for what's going to be less than $1 million. 10 plus acres. It's got that lovely country feel. Like I say, the farmhouse, country farmhouse, cottage, the outbuildings are numerous, lovely post and rail paddocks, established shelter, it's fantastic. The ground is arable and lush. I think it's just amazing you can be equidistant between Rolleston and West Melton and in the centre of town within 20 minutes and just a hop, step and a jump to Templeton. Great spot to get into Currers Road. It is going to be affordable, and this is your chance. Who's going to start us away for the first of the day at Currers? Who's got the courage to bid at Currers? Sir? It's a tiny bit optimistic. Would you give us... Yeah, it is a start. It's still at 500. I expect you'd see competition there at 500,000. Someone ought to go straight to say 750. Just at 500 with my man here and now. First chance. Second call. Good man bidding, starting away. Often the first bidder is the lucky one. Third chance. If there's no bids in competition, I'm going to pause and offer this gentleman the opportunity. Any bids in competition at Currers? Sir, I'm not going to stand here vendor bidding against you. No one wants that. Come on, we'll have a chat, see if I can sell you the property. We'll just pause the auction there.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up.
Folks, 325 Currers Road. We had our open bidders who bid $500,000. He has increased his bid to $700,000, but not enough to buy 325 Currers. I'm going to pass the property back to Ferg Spain, who's going to, if there's no further bidding in the room, he's going to go to the third stage. That means he's going to invite everybody to come and put an offer in, whether you've got a condition in it or otherwise, conditions or otherwise. So it's going to be available above $700. First, second, third, no. Okay, we pass it in. It goes back to that third stage. It's still available. Obviously not for sale on a live bid at 700, so it's better than that. Remember, it's 4.164 hectares. It's got a lovely home, cottage, numerous outbuildings. It needs a bit of repair. You've got to get in there and get it going. But it's got lovely post and rail fencing, dual access off Newton's Road, and in that close proximity to town with the country lifestyle, unabated. Right, Sonia Stott from Harcourts Vision. She's our next, and the next property here. It's a 14-year stint, I think, if I'm correct in saying that, at 109 Brookside Terrace, in the heart of Brindwa. That's the suburb with no vowels in it, but it's a lovely suburb as well. I was formerly a Brindwa resident as well. This is a good spot. It's totally a total oasis. It's the best kept secret in Brindwa, that Sonia said on her sign, and I'm inclined to agree, in a very, very private and peaceful setting. It's a freehold estate as well. It's a good sized section, 986 square metres, so that's got to give you a good bit of confidence, having that nice parcel of land as well in the central location. Legal description is accurate. I thought the chattel list was quite exciting, with the double dish drawer, fridge freezer. We don't often see that stay with the property. Security system with the 3 cameras, and the playhouse is staying as well, which is a bonus for the next family. We'll get over Christmas, we'll get over New Year. The 19th of January is the settlement date, and everything else about the agreement is nice and straightforward, as Sonia Stott would have put forward to you. She said another good year. Sonia's been doing it for a while, but always with energy and with a smile on her face. Absolute oasis, a great feel to this home. It's got good character, but you can tell when a home's been well loved and well maintained and very well looked after. Apart from all those things, it's been well improved, this one too. It's had a nice renovation, and the owners did it with quality because it was for them and to their liking, so they put a lot of effort and a lot of expense into it, particularly in this area, opening up the kitchen. Lovely kitchen island, bench tops, appliances are high quality, but retaining those removed floorboards as well was a masterstroke, so it's still got that great feel. Bathroom's got the special tiling, absolutely gorgeous wee spot to spruce yourself up of a day. 3 bedrooms, this would be my favourite spot. It'll be bathed in sunshine right as we speak in the balcony. Like I say, just to touch on that privacy again, it's really, really important. Bedrooms are all snug and comfortable. Flooring, other carpets, nice and fresh as well. What about the studio? It's been used as a music room, but that could be good for people of about your age, sir, who can go and have their own time and do their own things there. Cobham Intermediate, Burnside High School, very, very popular education combination, and lots of people clambering over themselves to get in there. At Brookside 109, let's see if we can find a new owner. Where is the starting point in your mind? Now, Fung Wang would normally start the bidding at this point and say maybe 600 for us, Fung. What do you think? 600? You jest? Be a nice easy bid to start. Sir, would you ever go at 6? Just at Brookside? Affordable level? What are we saying, the Johnsons?
620.
620, there we go. Sonia's got her phone bidder, bidding away at 620. Better than my suggestion. Good move. Nice big section. You've got the privacy, you've got character that's been modernised. You've got a bit of heart and soul here. 620. Do I see 20 to go? First call, second call, third chance. Cobham and Burnside. We have well qualified children, that's for sure, when they've been educated here. It's 620 I've given the 3 calls, haven't I? I'm going to vendor bid at 640 against you, Sonia. At 640. That stays with the owner at that point. We'll welcome you back at the 60 if you like. At 640, first call. What's happening on this side? Second chance. 640. You've got to be a bit stronger than that. Sorry, I did take that bid, Sonny. Sorry, I know it's tough on the phone. Have you got another 20 for me? That's just staying with the owners at that level. I do defend that bid. Just saying you've got to be better. What's that good Harcourts glitterati doing there, other than eating the chocolates, Fung? Have you got another 10 for me or a 20?
650.
Okay, I'll work with a 10 at 650. If you're going to compete, you need to do so now. Otherwise, I'm pausing to talk to Sonia's bidder. First chance at 6.5 at 650. Second call, third. Sonia, your bidder is my only one at this early stage. We need to pause and have that conversation in private. Let's retire to the lounge. We might get a bit of music on, and the chocolates might do another round. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just still discussing Brookside Terrace there, 109. In the meantime, I'm going to go to Rochdale Street in Fendleton. It's a stately character home surrounded by gardens, lawns and established trees on this pancake flat Fendleton section, right in the heart of Fendalton, could we say? I think it's the right way to pronounce it. Glenn Young is the man who's represented the property and for his good team at BT Developments Limited. I hope the boys are watching online, Glenn, because you've had a pretty exciting year with those guys. They've done some great things. They've had some tenants in the home. It's time for them to move it on. It's a tremendous opportunity to move into Rochdale. It's a famous street, isn't it? I wished if I went to Christchurch Boys High and then I lived as close as this, because I reckon you could set the alarm at 8:45 and you'll be at assembly at 9 o'clock, no problems. Anyway, 6 Rochdale Street, Fendleton. It's a freehold title. The size of the parcel, that is the critical thing, sir, he said. 928 square metres, which of course is divisible by the magic number, isn't it? As we know, Lot 3, deposited plan 7549. So you can tell it's a historic title, volume 397, folio 85. There's a couple of lovely bookcases are staying with the home by way of chattels. The rest on the list are unchanged. The 1st of March 2024, hey, that's a good length of time for you before you take settlement and we move into the autumn next year. It's an absolute privilege to be, representing a home of this calibre, of this stately nature that's in the heart of our most beloved Fendalton here in Christchurch. Some lovely character features, although throughout its lifetime, this home has been constantly renovated. The opening up of the layout, the kitchen, it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home as well. Look at the cut glass, the LED lights, the internal timbers. It's got fantastic outdoor entertainment areas, sumptuous accommodation upstairs as well. But I think it might be ready for another go. That might be up to you, or is it to start from fresh? That is the question, with the very, very good school zones, but more so the proximity to those schools, as I say, is very, very important. It's a lovely pitch of land. It's the right size, it's the right shape. So those with development intentions will be excited by the opportunity. It's a bit of a classic. Who's going to start the bidding in this one here at Rochdale? Number 6. Do I have an opening bid of any size? What do you think? Around the 1.8 million? Or something like that, sir? You might be tempted in at that level. 1.8 or not? That would be sub-land value, I would say, at that stage. Quick vendor bid at 1.8. I need a bid on top of that. Otherwise, we're going to race to the next stage. First, second. Fung, nothing there. 1.8. No, look, I'll increase the vendor bid to 2 million. Glenn, you're going to run a deadline sale for the property to attract all offers by Friday midday. Friday midday. Gee, you're a worker, my man. That's good. Hey, so those of you looking for that project to start in March, great opportunity. Glenn Young from our Belfast office is the man to talk to. Not for sale at 2 million. Get your offer above that and get it into Glenn by midday on Friday. Thanks very much.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on remember way, but it's not like I need it. And you may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. Can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my
I used to be the lost boy running insane. I used to be the ghost boy looking for fame. I used to work so hard to get it, so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it, and so hard to get it. And so hard to get it.
Let's go back to Brookside Terrace. 109 Brookside Terrace. We've been working with our highest bidder. They've been on the telephone and they're coming down from Wellington, which is great to see another person moving to the Canterbury area. I say that they are, and they've got a new house as well at 109 Brookside Terrace. Sonia Stott from Harcourts Vision. She had arranged with the good bidder, Petra's her name, and she increased her bid to 700,000, and at that level the property is going to sell. In fact, at 700 or 700,000, 109 Brookside Terrace, it's going, it is gone and sold. Listen, Chris, well done. That's excellent. The family can enjoy that and have a great Christmas on the back of it. Sonia, well done. Another good year. Debs, thanks very much. Greg, also for the day. Nice to finish with the hammer falling. Thanks, team, for running the auctions live. And, of course, Rach, you're a star.
You're a star.
Cheers.